School Spirits Season 3's love story is doomed, confirms Peyton List and Milo Manheim. School Spirits Season 3 is now streaming on Paramount Plus with its first 3 episodes, and, as many fans hoped, it revealed that Wally did not take his door out of the afterlife, which means that Wally and Maddie's relationship still has a chance. Though there's one key hiccup that might see it from ever sticking around. Maddie is now in the land of the living, and Wally remains a ghost in the afterlife. The direct interviewed School Spirits stars Peyton List and Milo Manheim, where they talked about Maddie and Wally's doomed relationship in Season 3. Peyton noted that it was just fun to play that level of like, this is doomed, and this will never be able to happen. Manheim added that they've sort of been describing the situation as a tragedy. The star teased that he thinks Maddie and Wally's relationship gets increasingly complex throughout Season 3, and that it's a very unique situation. News, Milo Manheim explained that they're both being very caring about the relationship, which the actor feels is healthy for how unhealthy the whole situation is. More of the direct's interviews with the cast of School Spirits Season 3 can be read below, and include conversations with Peyton List, Maddie, Milo Manheim, Holly, Rainbow Weedle, Claire, Chiara Pichardo, Nicole, Spencer McPherson, Agaver, Sarah Yarkin, Rhonda, Nick Pugliese, Charlie, Darken, Hunter Price, and Josh Zuckerman, Mr. Martin, Milo Manheim. I think it gets increasingly complex, their relationship. It's very unique. We've sort of been describing it today as a tragedy, the situation. I mean, they are literally in 2 different worlds, and they're looking at what they want from themselves, from each other, what is possible in this world and their future, what is best. But I think they're both being very caring about the relationship, which I appreciate, because it's not just like, let's do whatever it takes or whatever. It's like, do we want to do whatever it takes? Is this what's best? Which I think is healthy for how unhealthy the whole situation is. But it's definitely a very unique dynamic. Peyton List. It's so fun to play because nothing feels more epic than falling in love at that age. And so it's just fun to play that level of like, this is doomed and this will never be able to happen. Peyton List. Simon is now in Maddie's position, but he's alive, and there's so much that can happen to him. And so she's just so worried about him. I feel like he does not care about his own well-being and is just tossing it all aside. So it's just a really stressful situation for her. Milo Manheim. While Wally has grown so much and become a much more understanding person as time has gone on, he just has this really unnecessary hatred for Simon, I think, just because of the insecurity and jealousy, the last remaining bit of that left in Wally. Because he loves Maddie so much, and it's hard for him to see her love somebody so much, and he gets frustrated by it. But he realizes very quickly that it's a completely different types of love situation, and he knows what's best for her. And I also just loved working with Christian Ventura. We're such different actors, people, and characters. The new dynamic is great. I had no idea that this was going to be Wally's sort of journey this season. I'm happy it was. Yeah. Nick Pugliese. I feel like we've seen him in the first 2 seasons really deal with being insecure and how that looks internally. And now we get to see how it reflects when there's somebody else who is not responsible for his emotions, but is there to take them. I think it's pretty true to life that sometimes you start to take it out on the people who are closest to you if you have some things that you need to work through. And it was interesting to read those scenes. I was excited to get to yell at Miles Elliott a little bit. Miles Elliott. I think Nate and Megan and Oliver and all the writers created such a nice love story with these 2. And I think this season is nothing short of that. I think they write them in a realistic way, and in a way that 2 people who are in love with each other operate, and what happens when you find out something you don't necessarily like about your partner, or something you feel insecure about, and how you share those things and move through those things, especially as teenagers who aren't teenagers. I think there's a lot to play with, and throughout the entire season, we really go through the downs of being in love with somebody the first time. And I think that's really beautiful to explore, and it was really fun. The first 3 episodes of School Spirits revealed that Josh Zuckerman's Mr. Martin was involuntarily responsible for the bus crash that killed Quinn and their fellow bandmates, a reveal that recontextualizes some key elements of the show. Zuckerman himself opened up to the direct's Russ Milheim about how shocking that was to him. Josh Zuckerman, that was shocking. I mean, and I was also very excited, right? Even you read, and you go, oh, okay, I didn't know they knew about the kids with the... I knew about the bus, and I was always curious about them, the band out there and how they died. But I just thought, oh, it was the bus crash. But it's so interesting how something set up in the first season. It's just like, oh, there's these kooky kids, and they're the band, and they're always playing, and they're stuck in a loop, and then they end up being something like a huge significant plot point, and related, of course, to Quinn's storyline as well. So it's really cool how everything ties in and progressively complicates in a way that feels very satisfying. The full interviews with the cast of School Spirits Season 3 can be viewed below.